Hello everybody, welcome to ScottyDGaming. I'm Scotty D, and today we are going to be playing a rare gem of the PS2. It's a racing game which not many people played. I don't think it was that hyped up, but anybody who likes racing games should play this. It's fully licensed cars, fully licensed tracks, it's in a cel shaded graphics, it's arcade, it's not a simulation, but it is, wait for it, Auto Modellista. Now this game, oh my, I put so many hours into it because I loved cars back when I was younger. I loved the modification aspect, I loved Gran Turismo, and I love this. As soon as I seen this, I got so hyped for the game, and it didn't disappoint from what I can remember. But as we know from playing Need for Speed Underground, what we can remember and what we think of a game can severely change when we played it recently. I hated Need for Speed Underground when I played it recently, but let's see if this is any better. So there is a campaign mode where you can tune up your cars and stuff, so let's do Garage Life.
Welcome to the Garage Life mode. Enjoy.
Oh, you've even got the Japanese American announcer, it's phenomenal. Create a new garage, enter your garage name. Okay. Can you get capital letters? Oh, you can. SDG, I'm happy with that. The garage will now be created with this name. Yes. What type of garage should we have? I quite like the third one. Although the second one with a pit looks good. We'll try number 3, it's like Japanese, isn't it? Oh, now we'll get to select our car. Now if you look right, it's got all licensed cars, Integra Type Rs. What else do we like? What Fords are in? Oh, the SVT Mustang, which is a classic. That looks like a GT40. Dodge, of course. The Dodge Viper GTS. That's one of my favourite cars of all time. And that looks like the only car from Dodge. Does it have a Hyundai Coupe? It does. I thought it would. Toyota's got to have a Supra. Staple. MR2. Lexus IS200s. Celicas, which are crap. MR2 Spiders are alright. Oh, it's even got the Sprinter Tuno. Oh no, that's it there. The GT Apex. Toyota Yaris. Nissan. Oh, obviously it's got the classic Skylines. My favourite R32 there. Fair Lady Z, Sylvia, Old Sylvia, SX. And a few secret cars, what's that? Oh, that's a 240 SX, isn't it? So it has got some hidden cars. Now Honda. Now this is the thing, right? Honda NSX, another one of my favourite cars. Love S2000s, Integras, Civics. Old Integra, that's my favourite type of Integra there. And that's my favourite type of Civic. But, what no one, I don't think anybody knows this, because I've never mentioned it before, but one of the cars I actually own is in this game. And, where is it? Oh, even got a Honda CRX. Old Civic. This. The Honda Beat. I actually own this car in real life. I've got a red one. Look at the stats on it. It's got 63 horsepower, 44 foot-pounds of torque. It's got 8,100 RPM, but it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive. It's the size of a shoebox, but it sounds awesome. It doesn't go anywhere. It'll 0 to 60, if it can even do 60. No, it can. I think it tops out at about 105, 110 mile an hour. But it's just a laugh. I love my Honda Beat. Now another car that I used to own, don't own it anymore. I don't think it's in the game. Is it the Nissan Pulsar GTIR? Oh, that's the old Skyline. That's a old, nah. So the Pulsar GTIR is not in this game, which is a shame because it's a beast. But since... Oh, has it got an Evo 5? Oh, that's it. Tommy Mackin edition Evo 6, that's the one. But we're going to start out with a Honda Beat. We've got to. Let's do it. I've chatted enough shit. Enter a name for the new car. And give it a name. Now, I'm not one of those people that give like cars names or stuff. I just call it the Beat. I'm just going to call it Beat. This is the weirdest keyboard I've ever seen. Beat. There we go. Okay, baby. License plate number. Alright then, I'll put it in. Should I put my real license plate number, or is that not wise? How do I delete? I'm not gonna enter my license plate number because I don't know how wise that is. But we'll just call it D. I'll tell you what, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it in. What's the worst that could happen? what's the worst that could happen? No, I'm not. I'll not. I'll just call it I'll just call it Beat as well. There we go. Happy days. I hope we can tune it off the bat. I don't know if we start with, look at this. That car's a little sexy stunner though, isn't it? And it's so funny, right? Because can I spin this tune car? Dress up. Now my car's completely standard looks wise apart from its red. Change the body design. I've got to change the colour of it. There. Needs to be red. There we go. Happy with that. I love how, you know what it is? I love this game how you don't need money, or do you? I can't even remember if you need money. Select parts. What bonnets can I give it? Oh, you can give it hideous bonnets. I'm not into giving me cars hideous aeros. Like I used to be like that when I was younger, but I love a standard bodied car now. I'm just interested in what you can do to it. Oh, that's amazing. That's a real part. It's the Mugen Power front bumper, and that's what it looks like in real life. Awesome. Well, mine's not a Mugen bumpered car, so I'm leaving it like that. And I think the standard looks better. Side skirts, because the way the body on this is blended round, like the side skirts on this like bend round underneath the car, it looks clean. And there you go again. That's a real part. I'm not having that. Rear bumper. The Mugen bumpers just like looks like a. If I'm right, it looks like a happy face. There you can. I told you. Looks like it's smiling. Nah, we're keeping the standard car. Wings. I don't even know what the Mugen wing looks like. Oh yeah, it's the ducktail. I do like ducktails. Oh, you can take it off. Now we'll keep it standard looks. But alloy wheels, we do need to change the alloy wheels. My alloy wheels are like a multi-spoke. I think it's a 10-spoke. It looks like a typical wheel that you'd have on a standard Honda car. So we'll try and get something like that. I used to have these on it. When I bought the car, it had those alloy wheels on it, which are mini lights. But I took them off because I didn't like them. Come on, I've got to find something that resembles the wheels I've got on. I think the wheels I put on are called Descent 5s or something. I'm not sure what they are if I'm honest. But I know they're a 8 or a 10 spoke because that's what typically get put on Honda cars. They're them. I've definitely got more spokes than that. think it is 10 spoke, hold on. Look at all these wheels, man, it's ridiculous. Now, we're going to go with them. It's the closest I can get to having my car. Oh, there's so much choice. There we go. But what I've got is I've got some red wheel rim tape. So like my alloy wheels got like a nice little red lip around the outside. It looks sexual. Lights. What can you put light masks on it? Oh yeah, you can. It's amazing how all of these are real licensed parts. Like the amount of detail that's went into this game, and I think the game went like it got overlooked. Okay, that's all I want to do. I don't want any decals. I don't want any license plate changing. But I do want. Right, there we go. Tune up. What can we do here? Can we actually modify the car with like parts? Like header? No, you don't need headers anyways. Like injectors, supercharger. No, what it is, I wouldn't supercharge the car or turbocharge it. I think this car is supposed to be naturally aspirated. But I do want it. The only thing I've done to my car modification wise is got some racing coilovers for it. Not because it's a race car or anything, but as standard, the gap between the tyres and the wheel arches, you can get your head in between. It's like it's on stilts. It's like a rally car. So I bought that, got it lowered down, and it looks nice and clean. So what's this? Tyres. Sports radial tyres perform well in dry and wet weather and on streets and winding roads. Hard driving competitions such as circuits. And slick was made for racing. Tell you what, we're gonna go with the semi-slick. Now why not? We'll go with slick. We'll go with full-on racing. No, we'll not. Oh no, we will. And we'll go with Toyo tyres. Brakes. I want racing brakes. Why not? Why don't we just go for the best? I love how we can just. We'll go with endless brakes. You can just put the stuff on. Yeah, you can't turbocharge it, but this we want. This advanced suspension kit is for racing. Offers high stability and excellent grip when. Oh, I missed it. When what? Cornering, but makes the car. Go on, scroll. Difficult to control. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go for medium. Teen. My coilovers aren't teen, but I did have teen coilovers on my Pulsar. Yeah, the reason I got rid of the Pulsar is because like highly modified cars like that are an absolute money pit, and as much as it was fast and I really liked it, there's something about me Honda Beat. It's just so simple, reliable, and it makes us happy. As silly as it is, it looks like a little noddy car. Right, we definitely want to increase the horsepower because it's so slow. And I do. Wait there, what's this? Oh, this is the muffler. I'm going with 5 zigging. Right, I can't. Ah, so you need to unlock parts. So I haven't got the ECU. What about engine? Nah. So if you want any performance parts, you have to play the game. That's fair enough. What about cams? Or gears, sorry. Well, I definitely want max speed because this car's quite. Final gear ratio to slightly increased acceleration. I don't think I need acceleration with this. I think I need top speed because that's definitely where it'll suffer. And weight reduction, let's reduce it. Oh, we can't. Okay. Right, I think we're good. We'll put everything that we can on. Tyres, I'm going for the semi-slick. Because I would like to get a little bit of wheel spin. Because if I put slick tyres on this, it'll just not be able to, it'll bog itself down all the time. Alright, let's go. Happy with that. We might get into some racing eventually. Garage design. You can even change the design of your garage. Right, we need to race. Let's see how the little beat holds up. So I'm level 1. Select your race level, that's me. Loop Highway Challenge Cup, Osaka Highway. If this is a long straight, we could lose. We get a secret car. 2 wins out of 3 races. Right, let's do it. Looks like it's a championship. We need to be on manual. I only ever race manual. Let's go. Come on, baby beat. Now the thing is, I've never drove the beat in about 2 or 3 years. I put it in the garage. Sorry, I put it in my garage. I had a problem with it. The one day I was driving and the brakes stopped working. I don't mean like just like stop working, but the brake pedal went really, really hard. And I thought, oh well, it'll just be like something like a slave cylinder, master cylinder, something like that. But it turns out it could be linked to the air idle control valve, because the car started idling funnily. Like the idle goes up and down. 103 mile an hour, that's all that... I thought that increased the gear ratios to be like... Looks like we're topping out at 110 mile an hour, which is, I think, what it does in real life. Oh well, 113 mile an hour, I'm sure that's faster than what I can do. Yeah, so it's currently poorly, and the thing is, because the car's so old and it was only available in Japan, like it wasn't ever released in the UK. You can only get it as a grey import. If I want to try and see if the air idle control valve is the actual part causing us problems, one, it's on a 2-month wait list, the part, and it's 500 quid, and I'm just not prepared to spend that at the moment. And another shit thing is, right lads, I used to keep my Nissan Pulsar locked away in the garage because it's a lot more expensive than the Beat. And I kept my Beat on the driveway. At the time of selling my Nissan Pulsar, I had a buyer for it. 2 days before I sold the Nissan Pulsar, given a space in my garage to put the Honda Beat, some fucking little cunt kicked the wing mirror off my car. So not only is the car a little bit poorly with its engine idling and brakes not working, if I can sort the air idle control valve out, it fixes the brakes because it's on some sort of same circuit for releasing pressure or some shit. It's got a poor ear because its wing mirror has been kicked off. But the good thing is, I had the car completely sprayed because it was looking a bit tired. I mean, it's a 1991 car, you know what I mean. The red paint always fades. I had the car fully resprayed in the Honda Civic Type R Red, and the reason I did that was because the original colour of the Honda Beat is called Festival or Carnival Red. I can't remember which one it is, and because that's not a standard Honda colour anymore, if you need any touch-ups or anything in the future, it's going to be really, really hard to get a colour match. So I decided to get the whole car painted in Honda Civic Red, Honda Type R Red, so that if I needed any touch-ups in the future, I can get a perfect colour match. And that's really good because since some fucker kicked my wing mirror off, I need to get my wing mirror sprayed. So I've got a brand new sprayed wing mirror just ready to fit on the car. Which, because if you look right, hold on, wait there. I'll see if I can skip this replay. I need to show you the wing mirrors. Oh, we can't yet. But anyways, yeah, the wing mirrors are weird. It's not like a standard wing mirror. It's got your actual wing mirror, then a little bit of housing that blends into the bodywork, and it's bolted into the door. Because when they kicked the wing mirror off, the wing mirror is actually alright, but it snapped the housing that bolts into the door, so I had to replace the whole unit. Luckily, one person in the UK had a spare wing mirror, and it was the wing mirror that I needed, so I managed to get a hold of one. Happy days. I've talked so much shit this episode, it's absolutely unreal. Right, so we've got that, first place. So I've received the Sports 800, is that a Honda? I think it is. Castrol retro sign, snap-on chest. Oh, I do remember. You can upgrade your garage with like, it doesn't really do anything, but you can add like tool chests and things like that to make it look more professional. Right? So I've beat that, I've got a gold. Oh, so what it means is to pass level 1, I just need to beat 2 of these 3 races. I get you. It's not a championship. Freshman Challenge US Speedway. Again, we're going in the Viper, baby. Oh, just look at it, man. Is it not the cutest car you've ever seen? It's like a combination of cute and absolutely intimidating looking at the... Well, I wouldn't go intimidating. But just look at the front of the car. Oh, that's amazing. And especially this I think how low down this car is now is how low down mine is. It's just low enough so that speed bumps don't give us a problem. Because the UK roads are filled with speed bumps and you just can't... You can't have a low down car. You want to maintain comfort. Like, it's all very well and good low on your car and stuff, but if you can't drive it properly, then what's the fucking point? Yeah, and another little tale. When I first got this car, so I've owned this car for over 10 years now. When did I get it? I was 19. Oh no, so I haven't owned it for 10 years, have I? 19, 20, yes I have. 19, 29, 30. I've owned this car for 14 years. It's me baby. I'll never ever get rid of it. I will eventually get around to fixing it, and it doesn't need anything done to it. Like the interior is lush inside. The bodywork's flawless. I've even got right. I'm so sad. I'm such a nerd and a geek, right? The center console on the Honda Beat's got like its own special Honda radio, and it doesn't work in the UK because of different radio bands. So the only modification I made to the interior was I bought a center console to allow us to install a 2-DIN screen radio. And the one I chose was from a company that range of stereos is called Beat. So when you go inside the car, the screen is called the Beat, just to match the Honda Beat. That's how fucking sad I am. But all your car guys will understand, like, it's little things that like that just set cars aside from the rest. And also it's got a brand new roof on it because the old one was tired. So there's nothing I need to do to the car apart from fix the air idle control valve issue, and I do hope it's that, because if it's not that, that means it's another troubleshooting that I just... it's a nightmare. Cars, this is the things you go to when you like cars. This is why, right? This is why the cars I buy now when I drive on a day-to-day basis are just absolute sheds. They're shit, right? Like at the moment I drive a Peugeot 107, and do you know what it is? As shit as it is, I love it because I don't care where I park it. I don't care who crashes into it. It's cheap. It's easy. If it dies tomorrow, I don't care, because I can go and buy another one for 800 quid. Easy peasy. You know what I mean? Whereas when you've got a car that you love, you're scared to leave it anywhere. I hate going places in it in case some little fuck damages it. It's stressful driving a car that you love. I'd rather just have it nicely wrapped up in the garage so I can go and look at it every now and again. That's it. I think we've passed that. But what we'll do is we've got a battery, have we? Gulf poster, steering wheel, horizontal tyre stand. Right, that's good. But I want to clear all levels. Let's get a gold medal and everything. What I think I'll do is I want to try and go as far as I can in the campaign with the Honda Beat, but obviously we're limited with this car. This car is never ever going to be a fast car. After we get stuck and we can't get first place in the Beat, I think I'll move up to another car, possibly a Skyline R32 or a Evo 6, because the Evo 6 is just makes us 10 pole basically, lads. I hope this is a more windy track because I want to get Like, can we not race on Suzuka or something? Oh, I might have got my wish here. Is that a Suzuki Ultra Works? There's another Honda Beat. That's a Suzuki Cappuccino? That's another K car. Yeah, the Honda Beat's classed as a K car in Japan, which is basically a classification of cars which I believe get certain concessions when parking and stuff. They don't cost as much because they fit certain dimensions. Oh, wait there, I'm making a terrible hash of this since I'm talking. Yeah, so I think they're limited to... The engine size is actually 660cc. 656cc. And as you can tell from the start of the game when we pick the car, it's really... What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be building up a score or something? Or is this just a simple race? No, I think it's just a race. I thought it was a drift mode there because I heard something ticking up, but it's not. But then again, saying that, right? Saying that this car's never going to be a race car. If you go on YouTube... there's actually K car races that they do in Japan. And some of the most popular cars are the Honda Beats. And I've seen some in-footage Honda Beat race car races where they're just stock performance 660cc. And if you do Google that, you'll see the absolute awesome sound that the car produces. Even though it's a six cylinder, even though it's a 3-cylinder engine, it's been so long since I've invested any thought into cars, right? So you're gonna have to bear with us if I'm wrong. I'm sure the engine technology is called M-Trek. I don't know what it stands for, but it's what the most 3-cylinder K cars use because it gives you good performance from 3-cylinder engines. So yeah, it's highly impressive the power and performance I've managed to get from a 3-cylinder engine. It's like the standard of K cars. And they also released... Oh, I've crashed. They released the new version in 2016, I think it was, of the Honda Beat, but it was called the Honda S660, which was also, funny enough, a 660cc engine car, and it looks really nice. I think if I was to buy a modern car, I'd buy a new Honda Beat just so I can have them side by side, like the original and the new one. And also, if I ever come into money, I'd probably buy a Honda NSX. So I've got the full family of mid-engine rear-wheel drive Hondas. It'd be phenomenal. That's it. We've completed class 1.
Congratulations! You got a prize! You've received late.
Right, what we'll do is, I think we'll...
Next race!
Oh, I'm looking forward to my next race too, mate. What I think we'll do is, we'll read the mail, see what the crack is there, and then we'll call this an episode, because this episode was really just introducing you to the game, talking a whole lot of shit about my car, which, as you can tell, like, I've got a bit of passion for. We've made my car in the game. This is what my car looks like. We've done full level 1 races, and next episode we're just going to continue with the campaign and see how far we can get. Oh, so it's just telling you about things, so tune in. Whoa. This is impressive. It gives you... Oh, because we're using the MR car. What's the MR car? Mid-engine rear-wheel drive. Midship engine rear-wheel drive, yeah. Oh, and that's another fun fact. Honda Beat. The actual title of the car is Honda Beat Midship Amusement, because it's obviously mid-engine fun. And you have fun with it, obviously. There we go, blah, blah, blah. And that's right, it gives better weight distribution and stuff. So that's good. If I think this game's really, like... If you're just a casual gamer that likes racing games, you're going to have so much fun with this game. But if you're... And you can learn a lot about cars. Like look at this. It even goes through the characteristics. Like, it gives you a full history. It just... It's also a car lover's game. It's built for everyone. M1 cars excel at both traction and cornering. They can turn sharply and drift easily since the corner limit values are set high. They have a tendency to suddenly veer into the inner track when exceeding that value. That's right, because the back end can spin out with all the weight being there. Or weight being further towards the back anyway. Making them fit for advanced drivers, which it is, right. And it tells you everything too. This is so cool. So really, we've just discovered that your message center is for, it's like a help section and for info about racing and cars in general. Good stuff. That's a great place to end the episode, and I will see you in the next one where we're going to do some more races and have a lot of fun. See you there, lads.